Deb, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Yoga Bites with Deb. Today we have a practice that's a little bit more slow moving. I just felt extra stiff today and was having a hard time moving, so I thought let's just do a slower moving practice that hopefully you'll enjoy. So come join me in a seated position on your mat. So we're going to come into a seated position and we're going to bend our knees quite generously. The idea is we want to lay our chest, our belly onto our thighs. And we want to bring our arms over top of our shins. Maybe flexing the feet. Maybe our hands hold onto our toes, but only if you can reach them. So I want you to feel length through the low back, lengthen through the whole spine, and just tuck your chin in. And let's take 2 breaths here, nice deep breaths. And then we're going to just move our feet a little bit further away, not too far. You want to keep your chest on your thighs. Now, if you were holding your toes and your feet are too far away, you just rest your hands on those shins. Again, find the length through the low back, keep the chest connected to the thighs, and tuck your chin in. 2 more nice deep breaths. From here, you're going to wiggle your buttocks back a little bit. Again, keeping your chest connected to your thighs. Lengthen the spine, tuck the chin in, 2 breaths. Now trying to walk those feet a little bit further. Now if you notice you can't connect your chest with your thighs, then you've gone too far. Walk those feet back in. But if you can still keep that connection, walk a little further, lengthen the spine, tuck the chin in, 2 breaths. So when you get to that point where you just can't keep your chest and thighs connected, that's where you stop and you just hold and breathe there. Otherwise, you slowly move with me. Maybe wiggling those buttocks back a little further. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, surrender. Maybe stretch those legs a little bit further. This is probably it for me. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, keeping chest and thighs connected. Toes are flexed. But we're relaxing as much as possible. Notice where you feel this in your body. So we are stretching out the entire backside, backs of your legs, as well as the spine. And by keeping your chest connected to your thighs, that's really helping get that full back body sensation. And then we're just going to slowly come on up. Sitting tall. You can outstretch your legs now if they were still pretty bent. And we're going to bend our right knee. And if you can cross the knee over and still keep your spine tall, you're going to do that. Otherwise, you're going to keep the foot on the inside of your knee. Sitting up tall, take that right hand behind you. So there's a reminder, keep the spine tall. The left hand is on your knee. Root down, lengthen up, belly's in. We're going to twist. Maybe you hug the elbow around the knee, but you don't have to. And you're seeing if you can look over that right shoulder. Nice deep breaths. we're going to slowly untwist, uncross the leg, extend it out, sitting tall. Bend the left knee. Keep the foot on the inside or cross it over as long as your spine is tall. Left hand's behind you to help you lengthen up. Right hand's on the knee. So belly is drawn in and we twist. Hand or wrap the elbow around. Your neck will let you turn to look over that left shoulder. And just breathe. Slowly enter. Cross the legs, sitting tall. Bringing the soles of our feet together, bound angle, pull those heels in nice and close, sitting up tall. And you can simply stay here. You might want to flutter those knees, or we're just going to bow forward. So if you like, you can find length through the low back as you come forward, or if it feels better to be a little bit more passive and rounded, or a combination of the two. A little bit of the length, a little bit of rounding. What feels best in your body. One more breath. Bringing yourself up, bringing those knees up. Let's come on to our hands and knees. Spreading our fingers wide. Pushing the ground away. Exhale, tuck the head, the tailbone under, scoop the belly in for our cat. Inhale, lift the head, the tailbone, let the belly be soft for cow. Notice how your spine feels. Coming into that neutral spine, your belly's drawn in. You push your hips to the right as you look over your right shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, push the hips to the left. Look over the left shoulder. Coming back to center, curling those toes under, coming into downward facing dog. Belly's in, knees lift up, push back, tilt the tailbone up. Feel free to bend one knee and straighten the other. And slowly switch. Hug those elbows in. And coming into your down dog, both knees could be bent. And then just walking yourself to the front of the mat, into our rag doll or little forward fold. Bend those knees, lay the chest on the thighs once again. So just like when we were seated, fold the arms if you like, or let them pool at the bottom of the mat, or just dangle. Keeping our chest and thighs connected, working to tilt the tailbone up, but it might not want to do that. That's okay. Feel the breath. If it feels nice, maybe you sway a little side to side. Just nice and relaxed. And tuck the chin in, belly's in. Slowly roll the spine up. Rolling it up, 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 up. Roll the shoulders, lift the head up. Inhale those arms all the way up. Press the palms to the heart. I'll just face you. Back in our mountain pose. Inhale the arms up. Press those palms together. Exhale here. Inhale, just a nice little side bend. Stretch. Exhale as we come up. Inhale to the other side. One more time. Excellent. Release those hands down. Let's step ourselves nice and wide onto our mat. Yeah, spread our feet nice and wide onto our mat. And we're going to come into our triangle pose. So turning one foot to face the short side of the mat, that'll be our front leg. And we pivot the back heel back. Toes are facing the long side of the mat, and our hips are facing the long side of the mat. So we want to find some length. Belly is in, pelvic floor muscles draw up. We're going to extend our arms, and then we're going to think back hip pushes to the back wall as we lengthen, 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 and reach until you can't reach any further, and then tilt your arms. Maybe if the neck lets you, you gaze up. My neck's a little tight today, so I'm just going to gaze forward. Keeping the length, keeping that core engaged, and remembering the breath. You can hold here with the top arm up, or we could bring it alongside the ear. Make sure it doesn't overreach. Plug that arm into the shoulder socket. Deep breaths. Draw the belly in as you come up and just reverse the arms. Lean back. Lengthen through the front side. And release. Let's just turn our feet so we go to the other side. So just turning the feet. Now the other foot becomes our front foot. It faces the short side of the mat. Pivot the back heel. Whole body faces the long side. Pelvic floor, belly in. Extend those arms. Push the back hip to the back wall as we lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Find that length and then tilt. And again, if your neck lets you, turn to look up or just gaze forward. Keeping the length, keep the belly drawn in. If you like, bring that top arm alongside your ear. Maybe that helps deepen sensation through this top side here. Draw the belly in. Let's reverse those arms. Lean back. And then bring ourselves up. Turn those toes to face that long side of the mat. Let's extend those arms to that 5-pointed star. Root down, lengthen up, reach out. Take up as much space as you can. Bringing our hands to our hips. Inhale. Exhale, nice flat back. Just gaze down at the mat. Find length through your spine. If you're able to bring your hands to the mat, you can. If you have a prop, a block, you could place it there. Find the length. So it's almost like down dog. Walk those hands forward, but really wide-legged. Maybe get your ears in line with those arms, looking in between your legs. We're going to walk our hands back. We're going to heel toe our feet in, and then we're going to take a little squat. We won't be here for long. If you want to skip the squat, just come to a seated position. Maybe bring your palms to your heart. Gently push the knees a little wider apart. And then grab a comfortable seat. Whatever that looks like for you. Sit on any props. I'm just going to sit on my little towel here. Lengthen the spine. Dropping our chin to our chest. Slowly bring the chin up to one shoulder. And then bring it down and over to the other shoulder. So I mentioned before, I woke up. I must have slept a little funny. My neck is a little bit tense this morning. So let's just get some nice neck stretches to end this practice. So next time we're going to swing our chin all the way over to the right side. So it's like my chin is tucking down between my underarm, and then my right hand might come behind my head, and then that left hand might extend out and rest towards the mat. Just breathe here. And then if you like, you start to tilt the chin upwards. Tilt it up. And you can stop at any point. Go up higher, go not too high. Just where that feels like you need to hold and breathe into. And then you're going to turn the chin back down and then release your hand. Slowly move the chin over towards the left side. And then maybe that left hand comes behind the head. And it's just gentle pressure, nothing too crazy. Extend that right arm out and then slowly bring it to the mat. Just breathe. From here, start to tilt that chin up any amount. Tiny bit, quite a bit, somewhere in between, just where you need to hold and breathe. Turn the chin back down, release the hand, bring the chin slowly to the center of the chest. And then inhale, bring the head up, just gaze forward. Exhale, tuck the chin in. Lift the head up, wind those shoulders back, and then bring the palms to the heart. And that was our yoga bite for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Namaste.